And welcome to the final part of the Crash Bandicoot Let's Play, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be taking on the last 2 bosses of the game and the last 4 levels of the game. So we're going to start off with Dr. Nitrous Brio, the assistant of Cortex. Starting off, we are nearby him where he threatens to destroy us by smashing his beakers together. But once we actually get away, he'll just throw beakers around. The green ones are his embryos, I believe, which for some reason takes off his health. And whenever you get rid of his embryos, he'll start chucking the purple ones, which are explosives. Avoid the purple explosive beakers at all costs, because if you get hit by them, you'll not only lose Aku, but it will prove to be your biggest downfall. So don't go near them. And once he's in 3 bars of health left, he'll do this. Here becomes the Incredible Hulk! Brio Smash! Sorry, I had to bring that up. Brio Smash! No chance, buddy! We defeated you already. Now with Brio defeated, we're going through the final level of the game, the lab, before we take on Cortex. Alright. This is it. We're going through the last part of the game. This is the Homestretch, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's go through that. Now, the gimmick of this stage is that if you actually hit the exclamation marks, they don't become regular steel crates, but they actually act as switches. Let's go in then. Oh, god damn it, that was a big mistake. Stupid embryos. Embryo might have died, but the embryos are still persistent in the stage. Also, you've got to avoid those electricity sparks again, because otherwise they will shock crash. And also, notably, when I played this game recently, touching the Telsas actually burn Crash instead of actually shocking him. How is that possible? Okay, let's detonate this TNT crate. Alright, we need to get all those boxes in case I want to get the box gem. But unfortunately, this one isn't a very bad level or hard one in fact. But the fact is that sometimes traps can be a little bit too persistent at times. Okay. Right, we're going to the last. We're going through the last Tawna special stage, ladies and gentlemen. This is our last save point of the game because I know I actually mess up in the lab. But to make matters worse, there's a coloured gem in this one as well, which I actually have a huge regret for losing. All right, let's go through the lab again. Come on, stop shocking these lab assistants. Ah, yeah, whenever you actually get rid of them, they go do that sound. Come here, you embryo, let me kill you. Oh, for fuck's sake! I actually bounced off. Come on. Lab assistants, they actually did that sound every time you actually push them over the edge. The sound actually comes back in the second game. Whenever you actually kill them, you go. They actually say that in Crash Bandicoot 2 as well, but for some reason, not Crash Bandicoot 3. Oh, for fuck's sake! Ugh. I waited about trying to avoid a beaker, but that did not work out in my favour. I'm very stupid, aren't I? It's the worst of times. Alright. Let's try and get through this stage. Now, the later part can be pretty. I know this isn't a very bad level, not as bad as the other levels I got through in the third island, like Cortex Power and Slippery Climb, or even the Doors of Darkness level. But this one can have its moments of can have some scary moments at times, moments of cheapness as well. especially the embryos and the beaker throwers. We actually encounter the beaker throwers from Slippery Climb as well, which makes this a bit, you know, harder. Maxed out on 99 again. Oh, I made it. I made it just in time. I timed that pretty well, didn't I? Oh, and there's a box bridge for TNT. And we've done. We are done with the final level of the game. So now we are going to go through the Great Hall, which is, how can we act? Is that any necessary to put in a level before an interval level before the boss fight? Okay, let's go to the next one. This is actually an optional alternate ending to get to Tawna, but we're not going to do that because we need because the ending after defeating Dr. Neo Cortex continues on to Crash Bandicoot 2. So this is it, the final battle of Cortex.
Done, Crash Bandicoot.
Ugh. How dare you! Come on, Crash, you're not going to take it, aren't you? Look, Cortex, if you can't take this seriously, I might as well have to bash your brains in. Your wally brain. Also, for some reason, the green... Now, you have to avoid the purple and the blue laser blast, because otherwise those will kind of hurt you. But you can spin into the green ones. But how is that logical? Goodness gracious, does logic never make sense to you, Cortex? Come on. Yes! Now that's it. 2 more hits to go. Now in this next one, he'll just keep blasting consistently. Oh, for fuck's sake, Cortex! Oh, and Crash's Crash Bandicoot's death animation doesn't show up fully in this boss fight for some reason as well. Oh dear. Right, let's go through this again. Okay. Blast the green blast out. Yes. Now we've got 3 more bars left. Sorry about that, death. Was because I tried to avoid it, but inevitably he actually blasted me. He actually blasted me unexpectedly, and it kind of hit me. Come on, Cortex. Ouch! But at least I actually spun that laser blast. Alright. Bang! Only one more. Okay, one more hit to go. Give me a blue-green blast already. There you go. Goodbye, Cortex. So long, buddy. And we've completed Crash Bandicoot. Yee-haw! Indeed. Crash Bandicoot and Tawna are back together. With Tawna holding Crash like that. Oh my goodness! What is she doing to him? And on top of the blimp as well, leaving Cortex's castle to be up in flames. There we go. And with that being said, the blimp goes into the sunset, and thus ends Crash Bandicoot. But will Cortex return? Well, there's one way to find out. Okay, with that being said, what did I think of this game as a whole? Well, honestly, to be honest, I actually thought this game was a great game. I mean, it may not have been as good as the sequels, Crash Bandicoot 2 or Crash Bandicoot Warped, but to be fairly honest, I absolutely loved this game for setting a kind of foundation for the series, so that what Naughty Dog could do in later installments is to actually add some new stuff in there just to make the gameplay a little bit, you know, better, as well as refine the controls a little bit better. Okay, so what did I think of goods in this game? The graphics were absolutely impressive. The gameplay was just simple to the point, even though the box gems were a pain to get in certain levels. The graphical presentation was just absolutely good, especially for an early PS1 game. Well, early to mid PS1 game, but the graphics in the second game would be a little bit better. The music is just absolutely done well, thanks to Mark Mothersbaugh and Josh Mansell, and the voice acting, the voices is just pretty good, and some of the sound effects were just well and detailed and done into the perfectly good thing, as well as a lot of great stuff in this game. Unfortunately, I cannot say much for the gameplay. The controls were a little bit, you know, awkward and tacky at times. Some of the boss fights were far too easy, and of course we have, the case of the backtracking. It's just outright ridiculous. But with that being said, they actually improved this system in the next game. So, you know, Crash Bandicoot 2 did a lot better in that aspect. So, you know, that's not a bad thing. So with that being said, I'm Mitch McKidd, sign out, say goodnight. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this Let's Play, and I'll see you guys next time for when I take on another Let's Play. I will decide in that time soon. But for now, I'm going to finish off my Mario Kart Wii Let's Play. So, with that being said, toodles for now.